Hey everybody, and welcome back to the second part of our screencasting professional development. So as you can see, the screen looks a little different this time than it did for the overview part. Now you can see my entire screen, and this is another way that I like to use screencasting. So I'm going to demonstrate a few different things that I really like about the whole world of screencasting. When I'm using my entire screen, it lets me move in between a lot of different tabs. So I could have open a Word document, I could have open a bunch of browser tabs that I want to show students. So we're going to start out first by talking a little bit about Google Chrome. I'm in Google Chrome right now, and I am logged into Google Chrome. So using the three dots, if you've not done this before, I'd highly recommend that you do this. You want to use Google Chrome, first of all, so download it to your computer. And then when you click on the three dots and click on Settings, it will allow you to log in using your school login, the same one that gives you free access to your Google Drive, in the same way that you would access Google Classroom if you're actively using that. So log in through Settings first of all, and then after you do that, you'll notice a few things should be happening. First of all, if you don't see this toolbar like I have here, you would have the toolbar if you've not done anything else that has the word apps. You'll notice I have a ton of folders on mine, and I've added all those folders. In order to see your toolbar, if you click on the three dots and you click on bookmarks, and then go up and say show your bookmarks bar, which mine is already clicked, then it will pop up this bar, and you will love that to be there. Then once the bookmark bar is there, if you right click in this bookmark bar, it will allow you to add folders, add pages, and you can personalize your toolbar. So I've got my toolbar open, and I'm going to open up a new tab, and then you'll notice I've got this waffle or 9 dots over here that's called your Google Apps bar. If I click this one, it shows me a lot of different options like my Google Classroom and Drive. If I click on this one over here, the waffle shows me other ways, things that I access frequently. I'm going to open up the App Store or the Web Store. So when you open up the Web Store, if you look up on my bookmark bar over here, you're going to see I have tons of different icons. And if you're wondering where did all these icons come from, they all came from the web store. So when you are in the web store, specific to what we're learning about today, you will want to type in the word screencast. And when you type in the word screencast, a bunch of options should pop up for you. So I would encourage you to add, and these are all free extensions, add Screencast-O-Matic, and I've already added mine. And then you will also want to add, in addition to Screencast-O-Matic, I would encourage you to add Screencastify, and I've already added this to mine. When you add it to your Chrome, first of all, there are still a few districts that haven't activated this free option, and so if that's the case, you'll want to talk with your tech people, explain the benefits of screencasting, and ask them to permit that extension to be viewed. If it's not blocked, which hopefully it is not in your district and shouldn't be, and then you can just click on the Add to Chrome button. Once you click on Add to Chrome, it's going to walk you through some prompts. I'm asking you to give permission for it to be used, and you'll just want to accept those permissions. So after you do that, then it will pop up here. This little symbol here, this little pinkish orange arrow with the camera in the middle, is Screencastify. This little blue and white dot over here is Screencast-O-Matic. And these are the two extensions that I use to screen record. So I'm going to demonstrate with Screencastify to start our learning. And for those of you that really want to dive deeper, Screencastify and Screencast-O-Matic both have some free videos. Screencastify has the added classes. They're both free. Master the Screencast is taught by Matt Miller, and the Genius lessons are taught by Alice Keeler. They're both between an hour and 2 hours of video learning. They've got a mastery quiz at the end that you can take to earn your Master Screencaster and Genius Screencaster badges, which is super awesome. They also have Master the Screencast Junior, which is fantastic learning for students. All these classes are free and fantastic to engage in with students. So I would encourage you to check those out in the Screencastify site. To find them, you go to For School and then click on Courses. All right, so we have already downloaded Screencastify and Screencast-O-Matic, and let's say I want to record something for my students that is pre-recorded content. Maybe I have an instruction page like the directions for engaging in the learning today, and I want to walk students through that. Or possibly what I want to walk students through is some academic content like what I made in my Google Slides. Whichever one you want to do, you go up here to the Screencastify button. And as I said in the overview, I a lot of times do this while I'm instructing students. And I'll say, okay, we're going to walk through the directions for today's assignment. So before we get started, I'm going to record these directions if anybody has questions later. And for those students who are absent from class today, we can watch those later. So you click on the button and then choose if you want your webcam to be enacted. You definitely have to have your microphone. And if you want to just record the singular browser tab you are in, or if you want to do the whole desktop. Notice that you can also do webcam only if you just wanted to record your face chatting about something. I am using Screencastify Lite here. There are upgrade options for both Screencastify and Screencast-O-Matic that will allow you to do more great things. In the Screencastify Lite version, you'll see down here a countdown that says right now I have 50 out of 50 videos that I can record this month. All right, so I'm going to click the record button. I'm recording my whole desktop, and it says, do you want to do your whole screen, or do you want an application window? And if I say application window, I would choose which one, but I'm going to stick with my whole screen, and I'm going to say share. Oops, but first you have to click the button. Sorry. Click the button, say share, and notice it says here that I've got a 3, 2, 1 countdown, and I'll click this button down here when I want to stop sharing. So then I simply start talking and say, hey everybody, we're going to be walking through the directions for our Screencastify assignment or our Screencast-O-Matic assignment. So the first step you have to do is watch this short video. There are some links here for some additional resources you can use. And to engage after you watch the videos, I've given several choices of things that you can do. You need to choose at least one. This is really important for students with disabilities to walk them through step by step, because say maybe after I've talked about the videos, they think, oh man, I missed something she said or he said, I need to listen to that again. They can simply stop the video and rewind it, which they really don't want to do in class, to raise their hand and say, I didn't hear what you said, can you say it again? But with the video, it's super simple, anonymous, to be able to watch over and over again those steps. And because this is a multi-step opportunity, it would often be the truth that many students would need to ask a question or to review information. The great thing about this, I'm recording my whole screen, so maybe after I talk about this, then I want to show students, okay, so we're going to dive into the slides, and I can start talking about the slides. I can tell them on Twitter, there's something I want you to add, and then I want you to come over here and look at a video on YouTube. You're going to notice the URL up here. After you watch this video, step by step, I'm walking students through what I want them to do, and it lets them know every step along the way. Say maybe I've started my work, and then I say to students, now after you get started, I want you to start a new Google Doc. Now I'm going to walk you through the process of that. This might be something you've taught 100 times, but today your students need to hear it one more time. And so you can walk them in, show them how to open up a new Google Doc, and tell them, okay, so I want you to name this document with your last name, and I want you to name the assignment exactly this. And so when we're thinking about the assignment, we're going to really be thinking about this big picture. So as I'm thinking about question number 1, one of the first things I ask myself, and you can walk them through your thinking process, you can model great writing, you can demonstrate the editing cycle. Maybe you want them to use a specific tool, or you want them to highlight something. All those things you can do while you're screencasting so that students can really see the step-by-step process of the work that you need to do. To support students with disabilities, as I'm working, I might be showing them where to go to find definitions, where to pull additional information, and all of that happens here. When I'm back in my drive, the lovely thing about working in Google Chrome is that as soon as I start using Screencastify, or if I'm using another add-on like Pear Deck, Google Drive is automatically going to create a folder for me. So here I've got my Screencastify folder out for you to see. And here are all the different videos that I've created using Screencastify over the time. Now I can go in here and rename all of these videos the specific topic of the day so that students would know what that video was about, but all my videos are automatically recorded. And when I'm done recording my video, I'm going to say stop sharing, and I'm going to walk you through this process of what we can do once our videos are done. So you'll notice that, wow, this video, I recorded it and I instantly have the opportunity, as it's saving to the drive, to copy my shareable link, or I can share it to my classroom. I can publish this to YouTube. If I publish this to YouTube, or I take this shareable link, as long as my sharing settings are available for people outside of our school to view it, then the family can view this video at home. I can send it out through a Remind, or through whatever system I use to let parents know what's going on in class. But I've automatically got my shareable link for this video that I created today, and I can automatically start listening to this video to make sure it says what I want it to. So simple as that. I've got an instant video I can share with my students to let them know how to do this process. And this wasn't any different than just my normal teaching, with the exception of I had to push a button 2 different times to start the video and stop the video. Then I'm going to copy the link and share it out in my Google Classroom. So this super simple tool can be used in so many different ways. And I did want to share with you before we finished our quick tutorial today, I have a folder that I made for myself called Slides Templates. And when I open this up, I have just tons and tons, maybe 30, slide decks. You'll see this one is by Slides Carnival, this one is by Slides Go, and this is what I use. I'm going to open up this copy of a movie background slide deck when I am getting ready to create content. I love the different slide deck options because it really adds some interest to my teaching. So I opened up this one. I'm like, that's really cute, but I'm not sure that's exactly the look I'm going for today. So let me open up this one by Slides Carnival, see if this is a look. Yeah, this is a little bit more professional. I want students to really focus in, and they might get distracted by the fun movie icons, and they might start thinking about other things. So I want to use this one. So if I go up to File and I choose Make a Copy, and now I'm going to rename this Today's Fun Learning. And then I can click on Slides Templates, and I can make a new folder for maybe this is for my language arts lesson. It's period 1. And this is going to be a nouns lesson. All right, that's what I want to do there. So I've got my new folder going, and I say, yep, that's what I want to make my new folder. All right, so I've got Today's Fun Learning about nouns, and it's going in my new folder. Excellent, ready to go. Now I can build my lesson and then record that as a quick Screencastify or Screencast-O-Matic presentation. There are a ton of great slide choices here that you can use, whichever ones you like. Maybe I really like this transition headline, and I'm going to transition twice. So I can duplicate that slide, but then I change my mind. I don't want this one anymore. So if I click on Apply the Layout, it'll show me the different slide options that I have. The nice thing about Slides Go and Slides Carnival is they do add at the end a lot of different icons that I can use, or emojis I can use in my presentation to really personalize the learning. So I hope you've enjoyed this quick tutorial for different ways you can use screencasting to record and share your content, where you can save it all. Before we go, I'm going to show you one more really fun feature. Everybody who has a Google Drive also has something else that's fantastic, and it is called your own personal YouTube channel. If you weren't aware of this, you too are a cool YouTube star and have a YouTube channel. So I download a lot of videos here, all the videos that you watch or people watch under your account, or that YouTube has curated as saying, oh, based on your other interests, here are some videos that you might like, are all collected here. When you click on your home, you're going to see recommended videos, but you can also see, once you're in your YouTube channel, your own personal channel. So here on my channel, you can customize the content, you can see any videos that you have downloaded, and I haven't downloaded videos yet to my YouTube channel here. You can create your own playlist. Here I've got a bunch of Kentucky Go Digital videos and videos for special education. Once you've got videos in your YouTube studio, then you can share all of those out with your students so that they can see them over time. So as you have all of your great screencasting videos, you can also share those to your YouTube channel, and then you would get a YouTube address to share with students. There's something about having a video on YouTube that for students seems to add some subliminal validation. Also for families, opening up and watching YouTube videos is something that they do a lot usually, so they feel comfortable with the content that's on YouTube. Screencasting might be something they're not as comfortable with, so they might not be as likely to open up those links, but they would watch a YouTube video from you. So another quick tip before we leave today. I hope you've enjoyed this learning. If you've got any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'm always happy to help. And please don't hesitate to head to NKCES. Check out our calendar of all the great new trainings that are coming up, and join us for more great learning.